Hello guys, this is Benni from Kami Cosplay. Yes, I'm a real person, and no, I'm not one of the dogs. So I remember it was a couple of days ago when Svetlana approached me and asked me if I could paint the foam daggers she made for her Taki costume from Soul Calibur. And since I already painted a lot of her stuff in the past, I thought this would just be business as usual. So, you know, I just played it cool and said something like, "So you want me to paint your daggers? Sure babe, I'll paint those daggers for you. You know, that doesn't sound all that difficult, to be honest." But then she suddenly went like, "Ha ha ha, do you really think it would be this easy, huh? Well, you guessed wrong, mister. I don't want you to just paint it silver, I want you to make it look like real metal." And I was like, "What? But that's foam, you know, it's flexible, how am I supposed to do that?" Look at me. Do I look like I care? I want it shiny and I want it flexible. I married you, so you owe me big time. Now make it happen. So then I thought about it for a while until I finally said, "Okay babe, you know what? I understand. I love you too, just give me some time, I will figure it out for you, and then I will even make a video about it. And will you tell people to buy my books?" And I said, "Yes honey, I will tell them to buy all of your books." "Oh honey, I believe in you. You know you're so smart and so handsome, and I love your beard and your strong arms and..." What? So well, and here I am now making a video about how to paint foam like metal. To prime Svetlana's EVA foam daggers, I would either have to use Flexbond or Plastidip, so I just made some sample pieces with both of these primers. I used 3 layers of Flexbond to get a really smooth surface, and also 3 layers of Plastidip. First, I just tried to paint it the old-fashioned way. I grabbed my silver acrylic paint with the highest pigment and painted my first test sample silver. But as you can see, even with the best paint and the finest brush, there are still brush strokes everywhere and it doesn't really look that convincing. Next I tried good old rub and buff. Like always, I applied it with a piece of cloth, but since the Flexbond is actually very slippery, the rub and buff had trouble to stay on and would smear all over the place. So it was really hard to get it covering. I mean, the shine is nice and all, but it's really no good for the entire blade of a foam dagger. And then I thought, hey, if this was a 3D print, I would probably just use chrome spray paint. So I tried this out too. Now this looks a lot more smooth. But since the foam is, you know, flexible, let's just bend it a little bit. And yeah, as you can see, the fun ends here. The spray paint cracks everywhere, so this is not going to work. So next I decided to use my airbrush. I have a lot of Vallejo colors, so I wanted to try the best metal color they offer, liquid silver. And this does look okay, and it's flexible, so that's already pretty good, but I think real metal would still be more reflective. So there must be something better. I remembered a lot of people recommending Molotov liquid chrome, so let's give this one a try too. To apply it, you can just blow the refiller through your airbrush. And it looks good. A little too dull for me though, and it's not really that flexible. After some stretching, you can see all those tiny cracks appearing everywhere. The good thing is, whenever I see some paint recommendations online, I just buy them. So I have a lot of different brands of paint lying around. And then I remembered seeing Bill from Punished Props painting one of his props with something called All-Clad. And sure thing, I bought it. It's just here all the way in the back since I never used it on anything. So let's give the All-Clad 2 Chrome a try on my Flexbond sample. It's a little shy in the beginning, but after a couple of passes, this looks amazing. And it's very flexible too. Now that's what I call a winner. I can almost see my reflection on it. It also works the same on Plastidip, but the texture here is much more noticeable, so I definitely recommend using Flexbond as your primer. The chrome paint will show every brush stroke or speck of dust on your surface, so make sure it is super smooth before you paint it. Better safe than sorry. By the way, All-Clad also offers different kinds of metal variations. Now let's try how sturdy it is. It's actually really hard to get wrinkles in just by squishing it. And luckily, even if you manage to damage it, you can just fix it carefully with a little bit of heat. I'm also not able to scratch it off with my fingernails. Only when I really go in and try to damage the surface, I do actually manage to ruin it. So I also tried to seal it with a couple of sealers. I tried hairspray, Lucas Gloss, Vallejo Gloss and Plasticote Gloss spray varnishes. As you can see, while the hairspray makes the chrome look ugly, the right two products crack under pressure. Only the Lucas Gloss varnish stays nice and flexible. It is a German product though, so you will probably still have to test your own local products. And that's my result. 3 layers of Flex Bond and then Alcla 2 Chrome. Looks good. Some paints actually take a couple of days before they completely dry out, so I let my all-clad sample here rest for over a week now, and it's still good as new and just as flexible. So yeah, I think I will use this combination to paint Svetlana's daggers. Remember though, there are always many different ways to get a good result, and this is just one of those many ways. If you are interested in how to paint foam like metal with flexi paint, go check out the video on Laia Cosplay's channel. Wayne's Workshop also has a video about how to use all-clad on foam, and Bill from Punished Props just uploads one useful video after the next. So keep your eyes open and do your research. Anyway, I hope you found this video helpful, and if you still have any questions, just write me a comment below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell or support our videos on Patreon. Thanks so much for watching and see you next time. Bye!